Don't have time for the full video? No problem. Check out the clip channel, Cold Beer Condensed. Silver, that's our next topic. Imagine.
So the new thing you got, I guess the most recent one is 7K metals. Will you kind of explain how that works, how your 7K system works?
So 7K Metals, a lot of people think that it's a multi-level marketing company, and by definition, it's actually not. It's a direct sales company. And the biggest difference is...
Let me clear this up. Hold on.
Multi-level marketing companies require you to buy your own inventory.
Negative. Multi-level marketing companies don't require you to buy your own inventory. There are some that do, like LuLaRoe. You had to have your own shit to sell it because people weren't going to buy it from just a picture of it, right? But the typically multi-level marketing companies require you to buy your own merchandise to stay in the points, to get money from the people below you. You have to meet a point minimum or a dollar minimum or a purchase minimum to be paid. Okay? To get paid. You do not have this has nothing to do with an MLM. Technically, 7K Metals, like all other MLMs, do offer direct sales. You don't have to sign up to buy silver from 7K. You don't have to sign up to buy leggings from LuLaRoe. You don't have to sign up to buy a fucking dick detergent from Amway. Okay? You have to sign up to sell the membership, which is the MLM. 7K themselves call themselves an MLM. They are an MLM, multi-level marketing. Their membership they sell is literally an MLM. No one else is denying this but you.
And then resell your own inventory. You'll see pictures of people that are enrolled in Amway, Mary Kay, and all other companies like that have stacks upon stacks and boxes upon boxes of makeup and bullshit in their garage in boxes that they can't sell because no one wants to buy. That is what an MLM is. And they make you buy that inventory and then resell the inventory, and then you make a profit on the resale. Now, 7K Metals doesn't do any of that. 7K Metals is a direct sales company. You don't have to buy anything to sell. All you sell are basically our memberships. There's a requirement that you remain active, in a 30-day period, and activity could be traced to a half a dozen different things, which I'll talk about in a minute. But the memberships that you're selling, you're not actually profiting off of the memberships. So you'll sell membership to 7K for either $199 for a year. $199 is the standard package. You get 12 months of membership once you pay that $199. The premium membership has some additional perks, some additional advantages. I think they put prices on it up to like $1,500 or $1,800. It's worth $1,500 or $1,800 if you add up all the things, but it's only $499 they sell it for. When people sign up for that, you don't get that. Even if they sign up underneath you into your downline, which is what we call it, even if they sign up into your downline, you don't get any of that sign-up fee. You get points associated with the sign-up fee. So if somebody signs up for the standard package, if you...
That's the same thing, okay? That's the same thing. If someone buys fucking dick detergent underneath you on Amway, you don't get their money, you get points. Okay, you have to qualify with points, and that determines how much money you make. So saying you don't get the sign-up fee, you get points that relate to the sign-up fee. Yeah, that's how it works. You get so many points, you get so much money, you're in a different bracket. Got it.
You sponsored that person, and they're now in your downline, that's 50 points. If they sign up for the premium package, it's 150 points. And the more people you sign up, the more points, the more points you get. Like other MLMs, and this is the reason why 7K gets considered an MLM, I think anyway. Like other MLMs, there is a downline of two teams, a team on your right and a team on your left. And you have to build those two teams, usually in sync with one another, in order for your downline to grow at an equal length. If you have an imbalance of points on this side, that's not good. If you have an imbalance of points on this side, that's not good. Too much points here or too much points there is not good for your commission, your potential commission that you should be making, which I'll talk about in a minute too. So all these points accumulate. You get points when people sign up. You get points when people buy coins.
So you build points, the number of people you have below you that are qualified at certain levels, and building those points raise you up through the levels.
From 10 points.
It's an MLM.
A really expensive one. Both of your teams associate for the money points there. You get significant money on whatever you want with it. It's your money. It's your commission. It's paid once a week. There's different levels. They go associate, which is silver, gold. And if you have more than 12,500 points on each side, that's the most you can make. They're supposed to be expanding the levels to include, higher levels on top of 12,500 a week. But there are, out of the 14,000 people that we have enrolled through PSI, over 8,000 of them are getting regular paychecks. And that could be anywhere from $250 a week. I'd said 500 and 500 before, but 7K is currently doing a thing where if you accumulate 250 points on your left and 250 points on your right, you get a $250 paycheck. So we have over 8,000 people that have signed up for this that are getting weekly paychecks of some amount. most of our members have rose beyond the point of bronze, which is the third level in the pay structure. Bronze members could earn up to $2,500 a week. So it's a lucrative business, and there's not much risk. The only thing that you do have to do is remain active. Like I said earlier, you have to have at least some sort of activity, which leads to at least 1 point. That could be enrolling somebody. That could be buying a coin. That could be buying a piece of jewelry. That could be anything that gets.
So just like other MLMs, you have to stay active within the MLM to keep receiving the payouts. So this is how people end up buying their own inventory and stacking it in garages. When you run out of people to sell it to, if you want to keep collecting a check, you buy your own shit and stack it up.
Gets you some. I'm here, so points get. Obviously, I'm the top earner in the company.
I want to preface this section by saying there is literally nothing wrong with owning silver. Do I think you should put all your money in silver? Probably not. It's a little bit harder to trade than it is for cash, right? You don't want to go and like saw a fucking silver bullion in half to pay for a fucking half a gallon of gas for your lawnmower. But it's a good hard metal asset that seems to avoid a lot of inflation. Okay, so that I own silver. I think there's silver laying around here in places. Hold on. I'm not against silver. I own silver. And I actually got some silver to give away. I forgot about that. That somebody sent in. Appreciate that. I never did give the big silver bullion away. But like, so I have like rounds. These are both Buffalo rounds that I bought. I gave one to my son that was the Mandalorian. And then I've got some hand poured silver that a guy here on YouTube pours. This is like this is actually the Illuminati all-seeing eye. I thought it was funny because people always call me satanic, so I bought it. And then we have a piece that Chris sent in that he wanted me to give away, and I completely forgot about it until I picked up this bag. It's just a Buffalo round, but instead of being like normal sized, it's like oversized. It's a huge Buffalo round. That's pretty cool. You can see the Buffalo on it right there. And he wanted me to give it away. It's in a commemorative case from the National Collector's Mint. Like, I own silver. I got more in the gun safe. I don't think it's bad to have. Like, physical silver's cool. The problem is silver's like somewhere between $25 and $30 an ounce typically, and these people are paying between $200 and $300 an ounce. You could see the problem. They're not collecting bullion because you don't get points when you buy bullion. You only get points to make money in this system when you buy their commemorative memorabilia, collectible, super special animal series, all their crazy shit.
Biggest thing that they did several weeks ago. But in addition to that, I can only prosper and do well if the people under me do. And if I'm not helping them, in order for me to better myself, is the single doing very well with it. And if you're watching me right now, you're just people that are friends with you, people that are in your family, people that the possibilities are endless. And I don't know why people make good business decisions. It's never said in.
How do you order? So at one,
it's never happened.
So I will agree with you that a lot of people are going to make money off of it, especially those that.
So I do agree that Phil's going to make a lot of people money. He's probably going to be making over $1 million a year. He's already maxed out and deserves to go a few levels higher. He's already making $650K a year. Okay, he's got two people below him making $650K a year already. He's got other people below him making like $300,000 some a year, $375 or some shit. There's a lot of people below him that are going to make money. The problem with all MLMs is eventually you run out of people. So the people that he got in early, the people he got in second, the people he got in third, in an MLM, generally, and this number goes with 7K medals as well, typically greater than 90% of the people who sign up never make back their membership fee for joining. They never make a profit. Greater than 90%. The only way to support a pyramid is if you got one block at top, you got to have two below it. Phil has 17 below him. Then if you got two blocks below it, Phil has 17, you got to have three below that. So Phil has 34 below that. If you have 3 blocks below that, you have to have 4 below that. Phil has 68 below that. When you start getting to the bottom of his ranks, he's thousands of people wide, and you're expecting him to put hundreds of thousands of people below you? He's already telling people in this interview he's reaching the limits of people he can put at the bottom. If you've signed up in the last couple months, you're not going to make a fucking dime unless you're signing up everybody you know. Greater than 90% of people who sign up for MLMs, including 7K, never make back the money they used to sign up with, their sign-up fee.
Got in first. How do you, so at one time you said you had, I think you called it a spreadsheet, but you said you had a way to assign people that sign up in some type of whatever order, so it's evenly distributed. Are you still doing that?
Yeah, so a lot of people sign up and they actually tell us that they don't want any part of the business building side of it. They don't want people enrolled underneath them. They don't want points. They don't want us to waste.
Then why would you sign up? Why would you pay $500 for them to automatically mail you silver that you could just buy every month?
An enrollment that comes in under them because they're not interested in commission. They just want access to the dealer direct pricing that you get on bullion, and they want access to those specialty coins that are only minted by 7K. Some of those collectible coins you can't buy anywhere else. They're only 7K coins. If you're not.
So these 7K coins. Now listen. If you're going out and buying high-end collector coins like proofs and above, like MS70s that he names right here, you should be experienced in them. Because there's a lot that are cheated, there's a lot that are worthless, there's a lot of people that lie and scam and cheat. So people who buy these coins are experienced coin collectors. But an experienced coin collector would never sign up for 7K because it's silly for them. It's an automatic coin buyer. I'm a professional coin buyer. Why do I need an automatic setup coin to be sold to me every month? I'm a professional coin buyer. If I'm experienced, I would just go buy what I wanted. Okay? So you that's set up for literal new people who don't understand how to buy this, and they're making you buy stuff that should only be sold to professionals who know what they're doing. The only value in 7K's minted coins that you can trust is the melt value, which is typically going to be between $25 and $30 an ounce. They're selling it for $200, $300 an ounce. The only person that should be buying numismatic, which means coin collecting, coins like that are that high grade are professionals. You are not a professional or you wouldn't need this program. The only value to their coins is because 7K says so and they only mint so many. There are other collectible coins, typically minted by a country or in low mintage or special collector's editions, that you can look up on the internet and it'll tell you the value of this coin in the current condition is this. You could go buy those coins. You could go buy a bunch of fucking Liberties or whatever. The only value they're putting on it is 7K said so. And if you're banking on having silver for some type of disaster or inflation, the first amount of money to go from a collectible coin is literally the collectible portion of it. If shit hits the fan and inflation goes to 5,000%, my $25 coin is going to be worth your $300 coin at whatever melt value is. That's it. You're going to lose all the premium that's placed on it because it's pretty or it's got an eagle or a koala and here it's blue. All that value is going to be gone. You are literally buying something you will probably never be able to resell for how much you're paying for it. Probably a lot less. Now, there's ways to offset that if you were a professional. If you were a professional. But you know what you wouldn't be doing if you were a professional that was offsetting any type of loss you might have? You wouldn't be signing up for a beginner coin buying course. It's literally begs the question. These coins should only be collected by people who know what they're doing. Okay, so we're signing up people who know what they're doing? No, they would never sign up for something like this. These are all brand new people. So why are they collecting the coins? Because there's a lot of fucking money to be made in that difference between $25 an ounce and $250 an ounce. There's $100 that nobody knows if it's worth it or not because they're brand new to collecting coins and somebody just told them it was.
You're not a member of 7K, you're buying them in the secondary market somewhere. And if you're buying them in the secondary market, the price is going to be a lot different. So when we go to resell some of those coins, we're making a decent amount of profit. There's a Julius Caesar coin that we bought, part of the Roman Empire series. That when we bought it was $399 directly from 7K. That coin is selling on eBay now for over $1,200. And
so says Phil. You might get lucky. You might get a coin that holds its value. You might get a coin that someone says, I wouldn't give you $50 for it, even with the koala. I'm sorry you paid $350 for it.
And that was not even, well, we just enrolled in September, so it's not even 9 months ago. So it just gives you an example. Some of their collectible coins, how quickly they rise in value. There's a couple reasons for that. Number one, very low mintage. There's not a lot of coins in the world that are made, there's usually under 1,000 in the entire world. And it's up to 1,000. It doesn't necessarily mean they had to spend or make 1,000 of them. Sometimes they only make 700 and they hold off 300. So they're very, very collectible and very, very rare. And whenever you get something like that, this building aspect of it, sign up for Phil Silver and make $10,000 a week. It's not what we're doing. If you want to do this, we expect to see, with my team anyway, with my PSI downline, Phil Silver.
So, with other coins, like famous U.S. coins that are collected or limited mintage from the U.S. Mint that are collected, the reason they're valuable is because they've been around so long and people have been collecting them for so long. Okay? A lot of the really valuable ones are older coins still in amazing condition, right? It'll be an old coin, but it looks like it just came out of the mint. 7K Silver is literally making their own silver less valuable because they come up with fucking 50 new coins every month. They're lowering the value on you, the person who's paying for all that value.
We expect to see these people enrolling some people. And if they'll actively participate, and they're actively, even if they're getting people to come to our sales, not meetings, but we usually do them through Zoom, we'll have one of my PSI reps do a group Zoom call with, let's say, Todd had one a few weeks ago. There's like 8 people. My team is very well trained. We know every aspect and answer their questions. We are the expert in that field, and we want sales meetings so that my team members could go ahead and tell everything there is to know from who goes there, and they come in as an appointment. We take that appointment and we put them into the downlines about they're doing flyers, door-to-door flyers, putting up, and I'm talking thousands of dollars a week in commission. We did originally have an order because when I launched that website,
we did originally have an order. If you've signed up recently and you're waiting for Phil to put someone below you, there are no more people.
Website, and I got a calendar system in place and I did all that. My team was trained and everything. We literally had thousands of enrollments come in the first 7 days. So we had to build them in the correct orders because you want to make everybody an associate. So once everybody's an associate, you move on. Now make everybody a copper. And once everybody's a copper, now you move on, make everybody a bronze. And then when we get to that level, when we get 2 or 3 levels deep, we go back to the other people who weren't built under yet. Maybe there's a sporadic enrollment over there that one of our members brought in. Maybe we brought in a sporadic enrollment. Who knows? But whatever.
The only coins that I've seen, I checked eBay. I checked completed listings, sold listings. The only coins that I see that are selling for anywhere close to what people bought them, and sometimes more for what they paid for them, are other 7K people who want to complete a collection so they think they can sell it all together. So it's literally like selling ice to Eskimos. Like it doesn't make any sense. And that market will fall through one day.
Maybe we go up to that person. Now, in some cases, people turn off their monthly coins, which means they're inactive. If you're not buying a coin every month, or at least have some sort of point, like I described before, if you're inactive, we're not going to enroll people underneath you. Because now, you're showing us that you really don't want to be part of this anymore. So we're just going to let that one go. You don't want to be active, you don't have to.
Those are the people he uses for fillers. And you probably got used a filler if you signed up recently.
You can't expect enrollment if you're not active. However, we're not going to put enrollments there. But like I said, we have about 12, 13. Why? Because my audience is growing, but it's growing slowly. Advertising, get those meetings that I told you about set up so we could keep enrolling people, and the goal is to get them to the point where the other members are.
I'm not going to lie to you. If you would have been one of Phil's first 17 people or whatever he's got underneath him, if you would have been one of those first people, yeah, you'd probably be making over $100,000 a year. If you're signing up now, you're going to be lucky to make a check. Good luck.
But so I guess it seems like that would suffer from the same thing that basically all MLMs suffer from is like like it's hot, a lot of people are signing up, a lot of people are moving up, but eventually every time you add, one person to each person, it doubles how many people you need.
I could literally manipulate my audience like this, okay? The reason Phil did so well at it is not because it's good marketing, not because it's a good product, not because people can't live without it, not because he's the best person. He has people that believe him. So if I wanted to sign up for 7K, I'm sure I could get a couple hundred people below me and say, look, it's silver. You can collect silver. We can sell silver. It's awesome. We'll have meetings. We'll do this. We'll do that. And I'm sure some people would sign up. And I'm sure probably not the money Phil makes. His group's huge. His following's huge compared to mine. But still, I could be making a check off of it every month, I'm sure. But that's the only reason. Do you think you, single mom of 2, whose kids just graduated college and now you got empty nest syndrome and now you feel it with Phil every day and his talks about him being a secret agent running around when you get hot and bothered, do you think you're going to sign up fucking 600 people below you so you can make a check? I don't think you can. And I don't think you will, and you need to be realistic about that. How many people have you already talked to about 7K and they said, no, that sounds silly. No, I don't need another MLM. No, I'm not going to do that. No, it sounds like a scam. No, I'm not going to sign up.
For the next level. So it seems like eventually it's going to run out of people, and then somebody's going to be stuck on those bottom rungs, no?
Yes and no. Yes, in the fact that I can only enroll so many people through my audience. I only have a certain number of people watching me. So once I hit that limit, I can't help with enrollments anymore, right? Because I only have my circle of influence is my circle of influence. I can't expand it unless I'm actively getting new subscribers to my social media channels and my live streams. But every one of these people that enroll have their own circle of influence. They have family members, they have friends, they have colleagues, they have, whatever. They have their own circle. And in addition to that, every single one of them have their own social media platforms. They have.
Let's just be honest here. CBC has filled a lot of vacant holes, okay?
The ability to create a very, very cheap website that will come with a very, very high return if marketed.
Oh,
so everybody
Papa Deck Slinger.
I can't keep giving leads to these people indefinitely. That's impossible. I don't know all the people in the world. And when does that end anyway? Like, even if I did know 50 million people, I'm eventually going to come to the 50 millionth person,
sure,
right? And I'm going to enroll them. And then what? I don't know 50 million and one people. That's it. I'm done. So like, what about that 50?
Eventually, you're going to run into a lot of people, even if they like silver. This is a bad deal. If they're collecting for shit hits the fan, they know they're going to lose all this fucking collector premium. Okay? If they're collecting U.S. minted coins, this isn't a U.S. minted coin. It's just some company that popped up. This isn't happening.
Millionth person that was enrolled. What do I do for them? So there's always going to be an end to what I could provide as the team leader, so to speak.
Yes. Just like Melaleuca, just like Amway, just like LuLaRoe, they all end up with, do you want to beg all your family and friends on Facebook or True Social or Telegram or whatever to buy silver from you every week and then stay on top of them and make sure they keep their autosaver on and make sure everything comes so you can literally lose money on your yearly subscription but lose less money?
Whereas the top of the scale, everybody has to, and that's what I said before, everybody has to work hard. It's not a jubilee. It's not a financial jubilee. If you work hard and you get your circle of influence enrolled, how do you do that? Learn the system. Just learn what to say to people.
I'm just trying to be honest, Mariah. I can't be Phil.
Talk about inflation. Talk about what the dollar has done since 1913 when the Federal Reserve came into play. Talk about how silver is fraudulently devalued. Talk about all the reasons why it's fraudulently devalued. Talk about what PayPal did. I bet you guys don't know this, but PayPal, just a month or two ago, they sold their paper silver. They sold something like 20-some million, I think it was, or maybe it was $200-some million of their paper silver, and they converted it to cash because PayPal's not in 4 minutes. But you don't actually own the silver. Big companies like PayPal, the spot price, $1, the spot price of silver goes up. Financial interest to keep that price up. Reportings out. That's when I see the value of silver. People have a little bit more sources through PSI to almost approaching 10,000 people that are incredibly happy with 7K. And the ones that are complaining about it, which there are.
The ones that are complaining about it are on the bottom rungs, and they're probably always going to be the ones complaining about it. We already have people that say they signed up in like fucking December and have no one below them.
Always going to be people that complain. Those are the ones that really didn't put in.
Last question I kind of have about it is, did you stay, for the most part, like true to this these people signed up first, so they're here, and then these people signed up second, so they're here. You didn't ever like stick anybody in on like the second or third row, like retroactively or something, and then build them out, right? Because that's the claim.
No, you actually, well, you could do that. You could take somebody retroactively, and instead of build under person number one, you could put another enrollment next to them and then build under that person instead. That's possible, but that wouldn't make, first of all, if any of my team members did that, I don't know about it. I don't micromanage this. So most of my team members now, and most of the enrollments in 7K now are at the point where they're getting their own enrollments through their circle of influence and all that I mentioned before. If anybody else did that in their downlines, I'm not aware of it. I certainly never did it.
He tried, wait. Let's be clear. He tried to sell water, venom removed from the water.
Are my enrollments. I have my personal enrollments. I have 20 some on my right, 20 some on my left, or whatever it is. I'm not in a position where I'm going to enroll somebody new just to build around the other person. My 17 people that I enrolled originally, they're on my right and they're on my left. I had 9 of them over here and 8 of them over there, and those are the ones that receive leads. Yeah, that was really smart of me, right? Of course it was, but that's why I'm the top member in the company. I found a good company, and I found a reputable company, and I found what I believe is the future of our economic 17 of them that I had met over the previous year of doing live streams. And so they were under me. I wasn't really taking any leads. They were under me, enrolling all of my leads that were coming in under them. And then they built out the entire downline that we had. And one thing that I really wanted to make sure that I was doing was, if I was going to build a system like this, at least the ability and the potential to help. It was very important that I launched something, which is PSI, whatever you want to call it, into the company, did the research on the company. First of all, if I just stop right there,
This is where he discovered it on a prison iPad.
the same thing I would have done if you had that foresight. So I'd be a total baboon to not pull the trigger on that in regards to it so far.
Okay. So I guess the claim was, and I don't know if this is true or not. I've just seen screenshots of people talking about it, but the claim was that maybe Kerri was placed in and then built out to where she's making a decent sized check. But you started this, but before you were with Kerri and doing that thing. So
Was Kerri given an unfair order and people put under her quicker than other people around her? That's the question. Was she promoted and people put under her? Was she at a higher level than anybody else who would have just signed up off the street?
Was Kerri placed in line just like everybody else, or was she treated differently when you placed her?
No, Kerri's currently copper. She might be bronze, but it goes associate copper, bronze, silver, gold.
So Kerri's copper, or she might be bronze.
Executive gold, presidential gold, and whatever they release later. Kerri's only 2 or 3 levels up. Kerri enrolled probably about 4 or 5 of her own friends and family underneath her. Kerri did get some enrollments that were coming in, but no more or less than anybody else. She was just in the order that everybody else was in. Kerri has made a total in PSI, a total of maybe $1,000 so far, $1,500. And first of all,
she made $1,000 or $1,500 so far.
If I want to enroll Kerri under me and I want to take leads and put them under Kerri, there's nothing that says I can't do that. It's a little unethical to do it that way, because then I'm not enrolling under people that were previously enrolled. And that's why I didn't do it that way, because I did think it was unethical. But if I wanted to do it that way, I'm totally within my right to do it. It's my business. It's my concept. They're my followers. They're getting, what I.
All right. So here's the claim. Kerri is a copper or a bronze, and she was not skipped ahead. She was in the same order. She was treated the same way she was, and had only made $1,000. And she didn't join. His claim at the end, she didn't join until they had 12,000 members. Let him finish his answer.
But I didn't do it that way. I made Kerri build her own stuff. I made Kerri sit down and watch all the videos. Kerri does some of her own marketing locally. She's been going to a couple of places in the area to help build her downline. She's actually working it. She sees a future here too. Kerri enrolled after we had our 11,000th enrollment.
11,000. I'm sorry.
13,000. So there's only been 2,000 enrollments since Kerri enrolled.
Only 2,000 enrollments since Kerri enrolled.
And that was those 2,000 enrollments. Kerri only has about 20 some underneath her to make her copper or bronze or whatever she is. So
copper or bronze.
1% of the 2,000 that have enrolled since she enrolled, when her original enrollment date. So that's just people talking because, Kerri's going to. Those are the ones that are making the big money because they were enrolled directly under me, and they are directly under me. So they're, other than me being at the top of that platform, they're the next ones that are in line. They received all the leads, and they're the ones that built out their downline. No one's ahead of them. And the people that are enrolled directly underneath them, the people that signed up when I said, hey guys, I think you should really sign up now. This is a really good company. Not the people that waited a couple of weeks or a couple months or a few months. Those are the ones that are directly enrolled under them. Listen, I could only, it's getting dark, to do stuff. And you heed my advice and you listen. I can only help who wants to be
what you need to get that level. They're even building a new level for you.
They're actually enrolling anybody underneath me whatsoever. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if I'm married to Kerri and I have income coming in, it's Kerri's income too. You know what I mean? So it's like, why build out Kerri just to double? Are the ones that are Todd and Andy just and I want them.
He's making 460K. Todd and Andy just started making 460K, or I'm sorry, 650K a year, 650K a year. Okay, 650K a year for him, 650K for Todd and Andy. Let's talk about Kerri. Kerri is a bronze or a copper, and she's only made $1,000 since she started. Okay, let's see. Kerri joined, and the first month she joined, she was ranked 3 levels the month after she joined. She is now at the silver level, and she has a possible income of $3,500 a week. $3,500 a week. So she's a level higher. You claim she only makes $1,000 so far. She's literally a level higher than you claimed. Only $1,000. She's making $3,500 a week if she's meeting her points. She literally moved up faster than anybody else that has moved up recently. Okay? Within a month, she'd already moved up 3 levels. If you don't believe me, let's look at 7K Metal's own fucking paperwork that comes out. Silver. Kerri pin card. Kerri pin card. Silver. That is $3,500 a week. You told me she was copper or bronze, and she had only made $1,000 since she started. She moved up 3 levels in the first month she was in, and she's now at the $3,500 a week, published by 7K. This come out on March the 15th. Do you know what the current month is? June. So how can you be confused? In March, she was a silver and eligible for $3,500 a week by 7K's own publication. She moved up three slots the first month she was there, and she's making a possible $3,500 a week if she has her points right. But you think she's only made $1,000 since she started? And she's a level lower, or possibly 2 levels lower than you told us. How can these both coincide, Phil? Kerri is moving up faster than the people you signed up. Now, I know you said, oh, that would be well within my right. I could do that. I could just do that if I wanted to. Sure, but you also claimed that you didn't. That she didn't get special treatment. She was treated the same as everyone else. She has less than 1% of the new sign-ups. And I made her watch all the videos and do all her own work and sign up her own people. Really? Because it seems like she's jet setting around looking for shit for your all's wedding that is coming while making $3,500 a week. That's what it seems like to everybody else. And I know that you've got people that signed up before Kerri that are not making this amount of money. So how can those coexist in the same place where you have no idea what level she is? From March the 15th. It's weird.
And they hit the level that I'm at is because of those ranks. They're ranking up to slowest than the people.
Without a new level in place.
And bro, I have enough points right now to get on each savers payouts hit.
He has enough points right now. He's making the $650K a year or whatever. He has enough points right now to make probably 3 or maybe 4 more levels higher.
Yeah, I just had sunglasses on. That's probably the best I could do.
Oh yeah. I saw a screenshot of your points, and I think at the time you were like triple what you required for like your minimum, at least well over double what your points were required.
Yeah, and I'm not. A lot of people try to make me feel bad because I make that much money, and they try to say, oh well, Q said people are making money off this movement. Okay, true, Q said that, but Q never addressed the people that are making money off of this movement that are also helping other people make money.
Now, you have to admit, that was a pretty good clip. I don't know which one you watched because this is the outro for all of them, but they're all good. But if you have more time, you can check out the full stream over on Cold Beer Condemned. Cold Beer Condemned, find us everywhere else on Cold Beer Confessional. Or click one of these other clips. Maybe you're interested in this one, maybe that one. Maybe you got more time and you can watch a longer stream. Maybe you're just here for the clips. Either way, click another video, click the like button, subscribe, and share, and hang around with us for a while. I appreciate it.